Hi friends, it's Day. This is one of those videos that you make 64 times before it's right, so hopefully this one's right. Okay, this is a video trying to show you what Monday is going to look like. So you're going to have your students for 2 hours, and we've tried to create some resources so that you don't actually have to do any lesson planning. When students come into your class, they're going to be opening this document that says Start Here. They'll see the directions on the left in English and in the Google Translate version of Spanish. And they're going to proceed from 1, 2, 3 to show us what they can do. Our goal is to see that they can do these things so that we make sure they know how to get into their classes, how to get into their resources from their teachers in Google Classroom, and how to write an email if they need to ask for help. When they complete each task, if they want to, they can move a check mark into place to show that they've finished it. But they also are going to raise their hands and they're going to say, "Hey, miss, I'm done with number 1." And you can stand back over their shoulder to show and to see that they've completed these things. So they'll be in their distance learning schedule. Some of them may have already finished this from before school started. They can just open that one and show you. And these are the 3 things we want to make sure that they know how to do. In that distance learning schedule, we want to make sure they know when their classes meet, how to get to them, and where to find that Monday attendance form. Now, that's a tricky one if they have never done that before. And so I'm going to show you in a moment that you have access to a document where you can look up the student's name and you can see who they have for 4th period and a note from that specific 4th period teacher about where to find that attendance form. The second thing we're going to ask them to do is clean up their Google Classroom. Some of them have Google Classes from last year, and we want to get those out of the way. And they may want to arrange them. They may want to put all of their Green Day classes first and then their White Day classes second. I didn't know how to do this myself. Now I do. So here's a video in English, and there will be a video in Spanish for that as well. And finally, we want to make sure that they can write an email or know how to start an email to their teachers. So here's a video in English with picture instructions if they would rather have that. And hopefully, again, we'll have a video in Spanish. This is what it looks like in the Google Classroom. I'm going to back up a little bit here. In the stream, you'll see instructions in English, and hopefully we'll also have them in Spanish before Monday. So you can post this on the screen. So when you come into class on Monday, if you just want to put this up on the screen, this will get them started. They'll move over to the classwork tab, and it says start with the blue one. So they'll start with the blue one. That's the thing I just showed you. And at some point while they're working on that blue slide, they're going to need an access to the distance learning schedules. Here it is in Spanish, and here it is in English. So hopefully that will help them move along and get onto their screen what they need to have on their screens. Whew, that's a lot. So here's what I created for you. This is the dashboard. So these are the targets that I just walked through. This is the guide for teachers. This is basically written out what I'm saying to you on this video. This will tell you what is also happening today because, as always, we have multiple things happening concurrently, so you can read over that. And finally, it says all resources. So this teacher checklist is the checklist that will get you through your day. So as you see, for example, Lillian raises her hand and she says, "I can show that I can log into my classes." You can just check it off as you see that the students can do these things. The 4th tab down at the bottom is the place you'll be able to take attendance. The next one is this spreadsheet with Monday attendance information by student. This is the document that you're going to be able to open to see, oh, okay, here's Lillian. Oh, she has Hannah Basil for 4th period. Oh, here's a note from Hannah about how to access that attendance form. This is what the students will see in Google Classroom in case you'd like a quick handy reference to those. And this last one is a video for you in case you need to clean up your Google Classrooms too, because I got to tell you, mine were a mess until I learned how to do this. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, please email Peter, Kristen, or me, Day, and I'll be so happy to help you. We'll be walking around the building to help at every possible turn. Good luck, you guys, and please give us some feedback after Monday about what worked well and what didn't work well. We want to make this as smooth for you and the students as we possibly can. Thanks a lot.